Hey everybody, welcome to the Sagebrush Happy Hour Journal entry for November 3rd, 2025. Yeah, it's got quite a bit chillier and windier and darker all in over the weekend. Of course, we set the time back. I'm going to let Petey back inside now. He's telling me he's cold. And so it's a little bit chilly today, cloudy, and I'm feeling a couple of spits of rain. And also we went off of daylight savings time, so it's effectively an hour later for happy hour. And so it's a little bit darker too. And so I don't know how many more days we'll have outside here on the porch swing to do the happy hour journal. And so with the clock falling back, I was a couple of interesting things that I came across, and one of them was that the sun is, what we call noon with the sun, and where the sun is basically to its furthest south before it goes east or west. When it's going when it's tracking across the sky, is even in the central part of a time zone. You would think that at standard time that the sun would be perfectly aligned at noon. And actually, come to find out, it can vary as much as even 15 minutes. And so, of course, over the weekend, a lot of people were commiserating about the time change and how they disliked it being dark at 4 o'clock. And of course, there are probably people that don't wake up at 6 a.m. and when it's pitch dark in daylight savings time. And so I'm an early morning person, and so I actually prefer standard time. But and just basically because it's closest to what the sun is actually doing. But I hadn't thought of another solution that Annie, my wife, brought up, and she says, why don't they just change it a half hour? And that way we keep everybody happy. And so it would have been the compromise solution. And I was like, well, you can't do that because the sun, it's not right with the sun. And but daylight savings time is the sun is an hour off. And it may even be an hour and 15 minutes off. And so actually her solution makes a lot of sense. Is if we could just get everybody to in America, I guess it would be who does the most of the daylight savings time, is if we did the half daylight savings time, is then I think we could make the most people happy and not change it throughout the year. And most people I talk to, they don't care which way it goes, whether it's daylight savings time or standard time. It's just that we should choose one. And I'm pretty much of that same philosophy. It doesn't matter to me, just choose one. But it seems to me that the best solution would be the half-hour solution. Now, of course, that would screw with Greenwich Mean Time, but the astronomer in me is going, well, then I would have to do the math to figure out half hours too, because it's difficult enough to do the math for daylight savings time and standard time, because in our mountain time zone it would be 6 hours in standard time and 7 hours in daylight time from Greenwich Mean Time, or GMT. So anyway, that's the kind of math that I have to do in my head all the time. And so I don't know if the half-hour solution would work for that. But anyway, that's kind of my thoughts from the Mesa today. So cheers, everybody. stay warm.